session. We're going to say that. She said, let's take it easy, Trini, you're tired. And I was like, no, let's fucking do it. Excuse my French. So we're going to do 45 minutes of strength training with a different set of weights. You'll notice
have a lot of weights.
I mean, Nat has just gone a bit overboard in those weights. We've got from 15 to 10 to 8.
Down to 3.
Yeah, I don't see my silver ones there.
They're hiding.
Oh, they are? Okay, fine. So everything's there. So if you're just on the beginning of this journey, don't worry. I was on 2 and 3 and 4 kilos for a while. We also have some bands. You'll notice she hasn't just brought out one, she's brought out many. This means she's taking today quite seriously. Even though she said initially, Trini, we'll do a gentle session today, you look tired. I mean, there's Nat for you. Anyway, strength is good. It means you're going to live longer, I would say. And you're going to feel better for it. So let's get started.
Okay, so we are doing a tough session. We're going to do lots of mobility and prep to wake ourselves up. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We'll come into our mobility first. Taking a deep breath in, you flex the spine. And then we exhale, extend the spine. Inhale, rounding. And you want to take your time with this. We want to make sure that our spines are strong but also supple. So it's really important to mobilize them in different directions. So flexion, rotation, extension, and lateral flexion. Come to neutral. You're going to put your forearms on the floor now. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to reach your left forearm up, keeping your hips really still. Inhale, lower that arm. And then exhale, lift your right forearm up. Inhale, lower. We're actually going to do a slightly different warm-up today in a second. Yes, we're going to add in some dynamic movement, a bit of jumping, because it's really important to add, sort of load up the joints in a different way.
Can they see you totally? Are you fully in frame?
Yes, I am fully in frame. Yes. Last one. Good, and then we're going to place the hands back down underneath the shoulders. And we're going to bring the left leg out to the side, push your hips back and forwards. Good. So we're getting in a bit of hip mobility and a little bit of a stretch for the inner thighs too. Go for 2, last one. Bring that knee back in, extend your right leg out to the side, take a deep breath in, then exhale, push your hips back and forwards. Good. Going for another 2. 1. Nice. Bring the knee back underneath the hip. You're going to lengthen out your legs. We're going to go into our lizard. So we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of the left hand. You're going to go for a big reach up with that left arm. Place the hand down, foot back. Switch sides. Big reach on the other side. And I want you to push your hips towards the ground if you can. And you'll notice that you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the hip or the inner thigh as well, if you're a little tight in those areas. Big reach. Now we're going to go for one more. Big reach up. Nice, place that hand down. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet, rolling up. From here, we're going to come into a good morning, which is essentially a deadlift. You're going to have the hands by the temples. You're going to push the hips back, so it's a hinge, loading out the back of the legs. You drive up, you tuck in, then you're going to roll down, walk your hands out into a high plank, and then you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Then you're going to do 2 good mornings. So you hinge those hips back. We're going to add on, and we're going to go up to 5 good mornings. 2 slight bend in the knees. You're going to keep, and you're going to walk the hands out after the 2. Good. Walk your hands back, and here, of course, we are firing up the upper body a little bit too. Then we do 3 good mornings. Inhale, push the hips back. Exhale, you stand. Try to keep your back nice and straight as you do this. It is essentially a deadlift. Good. Walk those hands out. Walk the hands back. You're going to start to feel the body warming up nicely now. Then we're going to do 4 good mornings. So hamstrings and glute maximus is getting a little bit of activation. 4, good. Then you walk the hands out. Nice, walking those hands back. That's it. And then we're going to do 5 good mornings. 5. Good. Inhale to push the hips back. Exhale to drive up. Good. Last one. We're going to walk the hands out into a high plank. Lower the chest down onto the mat. So we're going to come down. Then I want you to lift the forearms up to the sky, lifting your chest slightly. From there, you're going to reach your right arm forwards, squeeze it back, left arm, squeeze it back, relax down. So we're doing a little bit of back activation. Then we do it again. You reach, reach, lower your chest back down. Good, so lifting the chest. You reach one arm. So this is instead of doing the Y's and the T's. So we're essentially doing the same thing. We're really trying to get the back muscles fired up. We're bringing a little bit of extension into it as well. We've got one more. Reach, reach. Good, and relax back down. Hands go underneath the chest. Pull the shoulders back. Let's use those triceps to push. Back up, walk the hands towards the feet. Come up onto your feet. And then we're going to go into the next part of the warm-up. So we're going to fire up the legs and the glutes a little bit. We come into a reverse lunge. You're going to take a step back with your right foot. Then you're going to push into a side lunge, back to the center. Then we're going to come into a curtsy, behind and across. Then reverse, good. Side lunge and curtsy. So we're working the legs, going in different directions, which makes it a bit more dynamic. Working the glutes. Good. Reverse. Make sure the weight's in the heels. You're sending your hips back. We've got one more. Reverse. Good. Side lunge. And curtsy. We're going to do the same on the other side. So it's a reverse lunge, back with that left foot. Then we come out into a side lunge. Then we step behind it across that right foot. Reverse. Side, push those hips back. And curtsy. Good. Nice. And curtsy. We're going to go into our last one. Reverse lunge. Side lunge. Curtsy lunge. Good. Now we're going to do some hopping. So, with one foot, we're going to use the mat as a guide. We're going to hop forwards and hop back on the left leg. So this is really great for preventing Achilles injuries. Let's go. We're going to stand on just the left foot, and we're going to hop forwards to the end of the mat, and then we're going to hop back. Good. And again on this left side, hop. Good. Hop back. Then we're going to keep working that left side. We're going to hop forwards and back, forwards and back. Good. To the end and then back. Imagine you're hopping over a line. Good. And then we're going to do the same on the right. So you're going to hop forwards and back twice. Hop forwards and back. Nice. And again forwards and back. Then we're going to hop to the side. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Forwards and front, forwards and behind. So it's a little forwards and then behind.
It's difficult.
It is. Okay, right, if you're finding it difficult, we need to do it more. So it's going to strengthen the ankles as well. Right.
I love that thing. Do you find it difficult? Let's stop. No, let's do it more.
Yeah. But that's like anything. If you're finding something difficult, you have to work at it, don't you? Right. Oops. I think these are stalling tactics. That's a new one actually, Trini. Right. Now, because we're trying to strengthen Trini's knees, we are going to do some leg extensions with the band. Take a seat. If you have a seat at home, you're going to sit with your band. If you don't have a band, don't worry, you can just do this without band. Ankles. That is quite a heavy band. Then, so put it around your ankles.
Sorry.
Okay. Then you're going to extend your right leg and then bend. So hold it out straight for 2 seconds, really try to straighten it, and then bend.
Same side.
Same side. We're going to do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. Good. There's another one we can do as well, and I'll bring that in later. Yeah, going for 4, 3. So this is really just isolating the quadriceps, and it takes away some of that pressure through the joints that you would get in, say, a squat, for example. Good. And then your last one. Nice. And switch sides. Good. So we've got 10 on this side as well. And if you work out in a gym, you can just use the leg extension machine, which is a bar that goes across the ankles. Good. 5. Nice. Go for 4. 3. 2. And then your last one.
I always think your last one is the one I've already done, then I realise there's one more to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Always.
Well, we can always add on
And it's
extra
been
reps.
years and I still feel it.
Oh, really? Okay, right. We are going to use this to pull up and over your head, stretch out the chest, mobilise the shoulders a little bit more. You can also use a yoga strap for this, or a belt, or actually a broom pole, but obviously that's more difficult because it's more fixed, it's not elasticated.
How much should you be getting? Because I always feel I never get my hand down enough. Like John does this with me in the gym in Sydney, and he can get his hands all the way down.
Yeah, John's a bit hypermobile.
Okay.
Or maybe he does this all the time, and you got to just do this every day. Some people have naturally more flexibility around their joints, so don't compare yourself.
Does it depend also how you sleep?
It could do, but it's more what you're doing throughout the day.
Yeah.
I'll take that. It could just be that John's got really good shoulder mobility.
Yeah, and you work a lot.
Yeah. Okay, right. We are going to, because Trini requested a tough session, we're going to be doing
Regret that one. Yeah.
40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. It's going to be full body, a nice circuit.
Yeah.
So the first exercise that we're going to do is a front squat. So we've just fired up your legs nicely.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give you 2 5s to put on your shoulders like this. So a front squat is a great one because you're working the shoulders a bit and you're loading up your core. It also makes it a little bit difficult for your quads because you actually have to work your range of motion a little bit. So we're going to do 40 seconds on and then 40 seconds, 20 seconds off, and then we've got a weighted glute bridge. Right, so I'm going to set the timer. It's going up on the shoulders, elbows lifted, feet just widen the shoulder width. We're going to squat down, drive up. Squat, drive up. Make sure the knees are not collapsing towards each other. Inhale down, exhale, power through those heels. Good. From the side. And you want to try and get some power as you stand. We have 10 seconds. Good. Last one. Stop there. Right. I'm now going to give you the 15. We've only got 20 seconds to sort of rest.
Yeah.
When I say rest, it's more about switching to the next exercise. You're going to lie down. This is going on your hips. Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Trini. Right. And then I'm going to give you 15. So this is for the glutes and the hamstrings. So now we're focused more on the back of the leg. And we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge. We're going to lift those hips. Hold for 3 seconds. 2, 1. Back down. And again, lift. 3, 2, 1. Down. 3, 2, 1. You want to feel like you're pulling your heels towards your hips, almost like you're doing a hamstring curl. You'll immediately notice the difference. You'll create more tension in the back of the leg rather than the front of the leg. And down, lift. 3, 2, 1. Good. And again. 3, 2, 1. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Back down. Take hold of the weight. Sit and just try and sit yourself up. Nice. Right.
Yeah.
We're going to come into some bicep curl to shoulder press. So Trini, I'm going to give you the 2 8s. So we can do alternating ones. If it's a little heavier, you'll get a little bit more from it. I'm going to use slightly lighter weights, but I'm going to do both at the same time. So curl to press, like this, okay? Or you alternate if your weights are heavier. 2, 1, let's go. So curl, open, press, bring it down. So of course, if the weights are heavier, you're going to be doing fewer reps if you're doing one side at a time. More reps if they're a little bit lighter, which will eventually fatigue the muscles. Make sure you're not swinging the weight, so you want to try and keep it as stable as possible. That's it. 10 seconds. Nice. Last one. Stop there. Okay. Putting those weights down. We're going to go into a push-up to a little back extension. So you can do this. You can start in the high plank position or on your knees. It's up to you. Lower your chest down. You lift and push back up onto your feet. Let's go for it. So you're lowering the chest down. You lift. Hold for a second. Hands underneath the chest and push. So we're working the chest, we're working the front of the shoulder, we're working the core, we're working the back, and we are working the triceps. Just lifting your arms up to the sky. Nice. 15 seconds to go. Good, last one. Lift and push. Having a little rest. This is actually my first proper workout in over a week.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why? Were you just feeling shared?
Yeah, I had that cold and I just, you know, moving and everything. And so yeah, it's going to be good. Might have some eggs tomorrow.
Good, nah, that's what you're already doing it for yourself, aren't you? You want eggs, so you're just putting us through torture. Okay,
It is nice.
let's do it.
We've got a little rest. Have a drink. Where's your your lemon water's there? Have some of that. Right. We do love strength work.
Yeah, we do. We really love it.
It's so great. You just feel so empowered, don't you, when you've done it?
I think I'm going to throw that suitcase over the, you know, whenever I'm on a plane, not that anybody would dream of helping you anymore to put your case up, because those days are gone.
Oh, those
Which
days.
it doesn't matter, but anyway, I love the way when very rarely somebody goes, are you okay with that? And I go, yeah! I feel so good about it.
It really does feel good, doesn't it? But
It's like
that's why we
throwing
do
chivalry out the window. He's never going to ask another poor woman again if she needs help when she's sort of 80 and going like this. He'll think, it's fine.
it. Not enough.
It's
He's
like, don't
asking you.
ruin that.
But
for
you're
other
so
people.
right. Chivalry is, you know, few and far between these days, right?
Yeah, but then I suppose there's give and take, isn't there?
Right. Are we ready for our front squats? 40 seconds in 3, 2, 1.
We're
Weights up on the shoulders, we squat.
Okay, we're
Drive
doing
up
double.
fast. Set. Good. Make sure those knees are not knocking in towards each other. You push them out, that means your glutes are active. Your heels stay planted. Your toes should also stay planted, but if you find that you push into your toes a bit too much, slightly lift them. We're here for 10 seconds. Good. Last one. Stop. Nice. Right, put that weight down. We're into our weighted glute bridge. You're going to lie down. We've only got 20 seconds.
Yes.
It's alright, I'll set you up. This is going on your hips. I do like this method of training. It feels like it goes quite fast.
Yeah, it does.
And you work really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, weighted glute bridges in 2, 1. Let's go. If you quite get the glute activation, try lifting your toes here. So if you're pushing onto your heels a bit more, you might feel a little bit more in the glutes. And we lift and hold for a couple of seconds. Again, just that isometric hold, make sure that you are fully switching on those muscles. You initiate the movement with a little tuck of the hips, so tailbone tucked under, and then lift. Good, we are here for one more. Lift, and then coming back down. Then we're back into our bicep curl, shoulder press combination. Right, let's go. 40 seconds. You curl and press. Turning those palms forwards. Shoulders are pulled back. I call this the Lara Croft exercise because when Alicia Vikander was Lara Croft, I remember seeing her training and she put on so much muscle, and this is one of the exercises she was doing. So we're just trying to be Lara Croft right now. Right, we've got 10 seconds. Oh, you're doing both at the same time.
Try to.
Oh my
It's getting quite
goodness.
difficult there.
2, 1, stop.
Fuck.
Right.
Excuse my sorry. It's quite stressful today.
We're into our push-up to back extension.
Yep.
We start in the high plank, we're going in 5. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You lower, lift, the chest, push. When you're lowering yourself down, really try not to let those hips collapse. If they're collapsing, come onto your knees, or you can come into a box push-up with your hands wider. Okay, just really try though and work the core if you are doing the full push-up variation. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay then, have a sip of water. We've got a minute of recovery. Then we're going to go into a new set of exercises. Same method, 40 on, 20 off. We're going to be doing some deadlifts. We're going to do sumo deadlifts because they are great for working the glute maximus. So, Julie, I'm going to give you the 2 10s. We're going to, in a couple of weeks, you'll be using the 2 15s. But today, we're going to use the 2 10s. Okay. I'm going to talk you through the exercise. Okay, so your feet are quite wide here. Your toes are turned out. You push the hips back and down, and then you set the shoulders down. You drive up, squeeze your bum at the top. From the side, you're gonna, oh, it's a bit stiffy actually. You're gonna push the hips back, chest goes forwards, drive up. So squat, you keep your chest upright. This one, your hips go back, your chest goes forwards. And we are doing that for 40 seconds. Squeeze those glutes. Definitely feeling that this is 30 kilos. Oh my goodness. Right. That's it. Driving it. Imagine you're screwing the heels into the ground. That way you'll get even more glute activation. Daffy, save us. Right, we are here for 5 seconds.
Daffy, sit down. Can't interrupt us.
2,
Yes.
1,
Yes, Daffy, yes.
and stop.
Yes, Daffy, Daffy.
Oh my goodness, right, put those down.
Glad that you're on my chair. Hi, Daffy Little. What are you looking for?
We
What are
have
you
20
sniffing?
seconds only. And we're going on. Oh, Daffy's
Yes, it is no showing off. Come and show off. Come and show off. Come and show off. Oh, yeah.
Right. doing a bit longer than 20 seconds. We're doing a floor press. So your arms go wide. I'm going to give you the 8s, Trini. You're going to lie down on your back. Arms go wide.
Okay. Oh.
I'm going to move these ones just here. Sorry.
I like the way you guys lie down in between. It's very kind of you.
I know.
It's very generous.
This isn't it. Right.
You're giving me quite heavy weights.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
You're fine. You're going to bring your arms wide because it's a floor press. And so
I
arms
know.
wide.
Yeah, okay.
You expand the chest, you actually extend and then push.
Because I can't, they can't see me.
Right. I'm gonna use turns today, right? So, arms wide, deep breath in, and then you push the weights in front of the chest. You expand the chest and push. Inhale to bring those arms down, and then exhale, you press. And doing chest pressing really helps with things like push-ups because you use your chest when you do a push-up. Good. And it's a little slower on the way down, a little faster on the way up. And you want your elbows just to be a little lower than your shoulders, so not quite at 90 degrees. Good. 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Right, we're going to turn over. I'm going to work the back. You can put those weights down. Right. So I'll show you the way to get up from that in a second. You're going back to your 10s, and we're doing box rows. So the weights are underneath the shoulders. The hands are underneath the shoulders. Your knees can be down on the mat. And we're going to pull twice on one side, twice on the other side. So we're working the back and we're working the biceps. If you feel like you want to be a little bit extra today, you can come in, but if you're feeling this, you can come into a renegade row. You've really got to have that core strength. Squeeze the bum, feet wider if you need. You pull. So obviously, if you can't do as many, that's fine because you're working so many more muscles with this. Good. Pull, lengthen, pull, lengthen. Nice. So this is back, biceps, core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop.
Fuck.
Oh my goodness. Right. We're working today. Working today. Okay, so having a little rest. Then we're going into upright rows. So to come up onto your feet, Trini, I'm going to give you the 4s. So an upright row, you're going to lift nice and high.
Just got to get rid of my hair.
Okay.
Sorry.
So an upright row is a nice one. It's a nice shoulder exercise if you get neck tension because it's a little easier than doing a...
Which one am I doing it with?
You're using the 4 kgs. So we're lifting up to the chin like this. So elbows high. That's it. Good. And it just takes tension away from the neck, which means it's quite a nice variation to do if you get neck tension. Good. Lifting and lowering. We're here for 20 seconds. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Right. Weights down. We've got some rest, and then we're going to go into our last set, and that'll be it. Then we would have challenged everything. So we've got the sumo deadlift first. So you can use the 2 10s or the 2 8s. We're going to have them between, make sure they're between the ankles, but your feet will be wide. So should we get those? Do you want to use the 8s?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Right. So feet are quite wide here. Toes are turned out. Shoulders are set down the back, so you roll them back, engage your back muscles. You're going to hinge those hips back, drive up, squeeze your bum. If your weights happen to be a bit too light for you, you could do a half lift, lower, and drive up. That way you're going to add a little bit of load without adding weight. And work up to the weights carefully, like there's progressive overload. You need to slowly progress the weight that you do because your joints need to be prepped for it. It's not just about your muscles. And that's what Trini has done over the years. Going for 5 seconds. Good, and stop there. Then we're into our floor press. So we'll move those 10s, and you're going to use the 8s again.
Okay, I used the 10s before.
Use the 8s for this.
I did, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, so I'll show you how to get into positions on your by yourself. So I'm going to put these next to
this
you.
is lying down?
Yeah.
Oh,
So before you lie down, you want the weights.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Okay.
just because when you start lifting heavier, you could.
Okay.
You don't want
Okay,
to get.
so now I lie down.
So I'll just show you. Right. So you take the weights.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yep.
Then you're going to use your core to lie down.
Yeah.
Arms out to the side. Deep breath in, expand your chest a bit. Exhale, strong push. Slowly bend your arms. Strong push. Slowly bend your arms. Good. The good thing about a floor press, as opposed to pressing on a bench, if you're lying down on a bench, is that you've got stability of the floor from the floor, so you're not going to accidentally dislocate your shoulder, which happens a lot. So apparently that's one of the biggest gym injuries that people go to hospital for. Yeah, shoulder dislocation from trying to press too heavy with a bench press. Good. We're here for another 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Okay.
Good work. Right.
Okay.
We're turning over.
Ready.
We've got our box row
Yes.
or renegade row, or you can combine it.
Okay, we might combine this.
Yeah, we can start with the box row and finish with the renegade.
Okay, let's do
Going in 3, 2, 1. So we'll do 20 seconds of box row. And when I'm doing a box row, I like to do 2 on one side and then 2 on the other side, just to make it a little more difficult. This is also a good one for the obliques, side of the stomach. Right, are we ready to bring it into the renegade?
Yep.
So we come into that high plank. Squeeze the bum, stabilize your hips, really important. Then we go from one side to the other. You get that power. Now doing this with 10s is a big deal. It's heavy. Last one. Stop. Nice. Okay. Now we're going to go into our upright raise. So we stand up. You're going to take the 4s. So last thing we're doing, unless you want a little core finisher. Ready? Let's go. You're going to lift.
Oh, then she throws that in. Unless you want a little core finisher, Trini.
Yeah, but I said
A
it was
little amuse-bouche when you go to a smart restaurant.
exactly a little aperitif
Mm.
to your workout.
Overindulgent dessert.
Big lift of those elbows. Lifting to the chin. 10 seconds. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Right.
Okay.
What time did we start? Did we start at
We
7:45?
started at sort of 10 to.
Okay.
So we can go for another. Should we do that finisher?
Let's do the finisher. Let's do the finisher. Come
We've
on.
decided to
When
go
we
for
think we can
dessert
only
today.
go this far, we're going to go further. I wouldn't call it dessert. Gotta call it something else. That just sounds too nice.
You're right.
Okay.
You know, it could be worse. It could be cardio.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It could be cardio. Some people might be going from this to a run. You never know.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to take this band.
Okay.
You're going to lie down on your back. So
Lie
you're
down.
going to put the band around your feet. So remember I said earlier there was another leg exercise. We
Yeah.
can combine it with core.
Yeah. Okay.
So the band goes around your midfoot.
Okay.
We're going to lie down. Hands behind your head. You're going to lift the chest. You're going to reach one leg forward. Straighten your leg. See how that's working the quads? And then switch. Coming back to that tabletop, so 90 degrees at your hips and knees. Strong press. Strong press. Good. Really engaging the front of the thigh. Now we're going to add in that little rotation. Going to have your left leg bent, turn to your left, back to the center, turn to your right. Now because the band is around, you're actually going to work your obliques more than you normally would in this exercise. We only have 15 seconds. Good. Last one. Good. Stop there. Take that band off. Lie down on your back. Okie dokie.
Just ease up the hip.
Then you're going to lift your arms up. You're going to bring the legs into a tabletop. You're going to tap the right foot, the left foot. So now we're working on the lower abs. But we will mix it up in a second. So the last one was a little bit more upper abdominal focused. This one is lower abdominal focused. Good. In 5 seconds, you're going to place the hands underneath the hips. Right, last one. Place your feet down for a second. You're going to place your hands right at the sort of tailbone area. This is just going to give us a bit of support. You're going to lift your legs up, lift, pushing your feet up to the sky. Now you can do this straight from the floor. It's a little bit harder. So we're lifting, use those lower abdominals to try and imagine going straight in a straight line up to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Feet down.
Oh.
Hands behind your head. Lift your chest. Reach your arms forwards. We're going to pump the arms. We're going to work the upper abdominals now. So it's like the 100s, but the feet are down. In a second, if you want to, you can lift those legs. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep pumping. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Right. Windscreen wipers. I think we've worked very
When you say
hard.
that, we know we're about to stretch that. It's the
We
nicest word to come out of my mouth.
Right, we're going to start with a little open book. So just bring your feet back towards each other.
Yeah.
Cross your left leg over your right. Lie on your right side. Big reach up and over that left arm. And we're just going to hold it today. Just a nice passive stretch.
Can we do some Theragun after?
Absolutely. Nice deep breaths. Now that was a tough session, especially if you were lifting heavier weights. Even if you weren't, because we didn't have much rest. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to bring yourself back to the centre. Uncross your legs. Cross your right leg over your left. Lie on your left side. And then you're going to go for that big reach up and over with your right arm. And we hold it there. Just relaxing into it as much as possible. Holding for 6, 3, 2, 1. Back to the centre. Uncross those legs. Give your knees a little hug. Rock from side to side. Good. Then you're going to take the band that was next to you and we're going to use it to stretch. So you're going to take that green band and stretch the back of the leg rather. So right foot, oh sorry, it's right down my feet. Right foot is into the band and you're going to lengthen out your left leg. If the band is not tight enough, you can just fold it in half. Draw the knee towards the torso and then extend the leg. Good. Then we're going to extend and hold. Holding it there. For 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Switch. I'm going to hold it there. Holding it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the centre. We're going to come into our figure 4 stretch. Crossing that right ankle over the left knee. And then drawing the opposite leg towards you, so you put your hands through the triangle, or you can do as trainers do and put your foot against a wall or something. So you can relax the upper body. We're holding it here for another 10 seconds. And then we
Hello,
switch.
Daffodil. Daff, 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 come here. Daff, daff, daff. Daff, daff.
Hello.
Daffodil. Alfie? Alfie?
Yeah.
You could have been working out with us.
Sorry, I don't do well in the morning.
I know, but you know what? You've got to change that tactic.
I
You're a
promise
working
I
man
will-
now.
I promise I'll make it to a session.
You promise you'll make it. That is my best friend's nephew.
Oh.
And he's just started working in London, so he's
Okay.
staying here. But he said he would come and join me this morning.
Oh.
He's going to Oxford at 9, but it
Mhm.
hasn't happened. So we
Friday?
might see his. But it's just, I think he's nervous of how good we are.
That's what
You're
it
going to
is.
show me up, Trin.
Well, I don't know,
Definitely.
Alfie, but I just think you need to join us and we have to see.
When's the next one?
Oh, we can do that on Friday, Alfie.
Let's switch sides.
Alright, if I'm here, then it could happen.
I'm sure you'll be here, Alfie.
Reach your right on that.
What?
And lean over.
Oh, that one,
That's
sorry.
it. Like the time you showed your nephew up.
No, poor Richie. It's always nephews of somebody.
Back to the centre and switch
Oh.
sides.
Not that I'm competitive in any way now. you
No,
know that.
never noticed that before. Back to the centre. Good. Come up onto your feet. You're gonna slowly roll it. Actually, just hang for a second. That could feel quite nice. Just loosen up those shoulders. Soften the knees and then slowly stack up. All the way up. Set the shoulders down. You're going to tilt your right ear to your right shoulder. Come back to the centre. Sorry?
No, I'm talking to Dad.
Okay. And then you can switch sides when you're ready. Nice little stretch. You can bring your head back a little bit just to really stretch out the front of the neck. Back to the centre. Roll those shoulders back. Have a little jump around if you want to. Just
not?
loosen up.
Loosen up with that hard
And we're
work.
done.
Brava, you did so good. Everyone who joined us and everyone who's going to go later, that was fantastic. It was hard, challenging, but it was like 42 minutes. Who can't find 42 minutes to be strong, fit and well? We'll see you on Friday. Bye.